Hello everyone, Larry Satchwell here. As I walked out this morning, hummingbirds were working those morning glories up there, but they of course left as soon as they saw me. I'm out here in a light sprinkle. Remnants, oh, there's the hummingbird. Right in the center of the frame, very hard to see. I'm out here in the rain, remnants of Tropical Storm Fred. We got home yesterday from a long weekend in Chattanooga, and it was raining then and rained overnight. Tornado warnings this morning, but it's getting heavier now. But I wanted to get this mid-August video in. Just came back from a long weekend in Chattanooga, celebrating some birthdays. Visited the sites, the zoo, the aquarium, and the children's museum. That was a lot of fun. It's going to be a short video because I don't like getting wet. Well, in this last couple of weeks, I harvested the gourd plant here. Got 2 5-gallon buckets of gourds. Well, I was gone 2 weekends ago to my 51st, delayed by a year by COVID, class reunion. The bluebirds fledged. The hill's looking pretty good. I cut back these yarrow a couple of months ago, and so they're starting to bloom again. I spend about a half an hour to 45 minutes every morning out here weeding. Just can't keep ahead of it. This bargain plant, this blue-eyed grass, is finally starting to show some growth. I really hope it fills in. However, my Shasta daisies that I got as a bargain both died. So I've got this Shasta daisy not looking good right here. This plant is a sage. I thought it was perennial, but it's only perennial in zone 9 and 10. Hopefully, it's got a lot of seeds on it. Hopefully, it'll self-seed because the hummingbirds and the hummingbird moths love this plant, along with the nicotine plant that's pretty bent over from all the rain we've had. Right up here are the perennials I planted a couple of weeks ago. They haven't died. They're looking good, actually. I'm not real impressed with this lantana. A lot of foliage and very few flowers. This lantana over here, the yellow Miss Huff, much more colorful. I need to get rid of some of these daylilies. They just don't look good, and they've kind of really grown over. I'd like to replace them with some more perennials. And I'd also like to plant some more vinca. The vinca is way up at the top of the hill here. It will self-seed and come back. I'm hoping I can get it kind of as a weed through the garden here instead of all these weeds. The echinacea I've been adding on to as I see them in the stores cheap. Great time to plant perennials. They'll look even better next year if I can just get them through this fall. More vincas over here, along with some salvia. This Chinese bean plant, it's just fascinating to watch it grow. It grows incredibly fast. I haven't fed the fish yet this morning. I need to do that before I'll do it right after I finish this video. It's starting to rain a little bit harder. These beans I planted about a week before these beans. My intention here is to turn those over and try to improve the soil. Those crazy Georgia worms, the crazy hopping, jumping worms, whatever their name they go by, is ruining the texture of my soil. So I'm going to get some food grade diatomaceous earth and put that on there and see if I can't get rid of some of those. This is my Parks Whopper. It's looking great. It's got some blooms on it. Going to have some fall tomatoes on it. The carrots I've been feeding to the horses every day. These peppers love the hot weather. I'm really glad to see that. We use a lot of peppers in our cooking. This tomato plant, in fact, a lot of the tomato plants I just took out there just on the wane. I did lay this one down, and it will root if I can get some soil on it. And I've planted some sunflower seeds under this one and under this trestle, so hopefully they'll grow. The cats keep digging in here. Here I've finally got some little leaf cucumbers to come up. Those would be good for fall salads. And in here the cats dug up most of the lettuce I planted in the last video, and it looks like the bugs have gotten to the rest of it, simply because I haven't been home to take care of it. I'll get some organic powder on that as soon as it stops raining, and hopefully salvage some of that. Marigolds are looking good. The tomatoes are looking surprisingly well for August. We usually don't have tomatoes growing this well in late August like this, mid-August. The canna lilies are looking overwhelmed. They're so huge. They're about 9 feet tall, and that gourd plant was in the middle of them, so I kind of ruined the center of that when I pulled it out. And the bugs, the leaf crawler bugs, have really gotten ahead of me because I haven't been here to spray. This is that Champion 2. I'm going to plant that again next year if I can find it. We've had a lot of tomatoes off of it. Since the spider plant has bent over, the Pintius has really taken a nice growth spurt. Got some morning glories in there I need to get rid of. And the 4 o'clocks, I've really cut those back this year. Oh, I'm getting a new bloom here. Didn't see that coming. Pretty water hyacinth growing up in here. This is a tub. I thought there were lotus in here, there are not. So soon I'll be transplanting, taking all that out of there. The hyacinth will die back in the winter anyway, and putting this perennial water lily in there, and that's a big iron kettle I need to get out. I think I'll use it as a fire pit this fall. This celebrity is doing great. We are again harvesting a lot of tomatoes off of it. Much to my wife's dismay, she's had enough of these. I did plant some more squash, but as you can see here, the bugs get into it, so it's about only good to feed to the red worms I have up in the red worm box. This celebrity, for whatever reason, it's petered out a lot sooner than the other one. So I'll be pulling that, and again, planting some sunflower seeds in the bottom of that for some fall color and for the finches. Well, I'm going to wrap this up where I started today, looking at this gazebo. It's never had this many flowers on the top of it before, and the hummingbirds are out here a lot, and the Black-eyed Susan vines are finally starting to bloom. Those should really be blooming by the next time I do a video update. So I'm gonna run down and feed the fish. Thanks for watching.